Hello. How's it going, everybody? It's been probably way too long since I've done this. With hopefully everything's working okay. I hope. Go ahead and turn it off. Okay. It has been a minute since I've been back on here. Don't really have a reason why. I just kind of stopped. But hey, I'm back. I figured, why not make a return? Coming back to apparently a fairly popular game on Twitch right now for reasons. So this has been a thought in my head for a hot minute, where I've been wanting to do a stream of Final Fantasy XIV as pretty much the warrior, like the default character himself. And I've been wanting to do an actual New Game Plus run through. Kind of relive the story, see everything, experience everything, with Endwalker close on the horizon in about, what, 4 months from now? Give or take. So, figure, let's go ahead and do it. Sick. I'm gonna do it without a camera, just excuse me, try and ease back into this whole streaming thing, build up the self-confidence and whatnot. This has been a hot minute since I've done this before. So with that said, go ahead and jump right into it, shall we? Start part 1 of A Realm Reborn. Eorzea, a realm embraced by gods and forged by heroes. It is here that one adventurer's journey begins. Though power, fame, and fortune all beckon, this intrepid soul is destined for greater things still. Guided by the Mother Crystal, they will walk the path of a hero, of a warrior of light. That was a buzzkill. Off we go. Let's see. I was kind of curious how this was going to start off, because I didn't know if it was going to do the whole. God, it's been so long. I don't even remember if I got like the actual legacy cutscene or if I did the whole cart riding deal. Anyways, going to join all the sprouts as the most non-sproutiest sprout possible. The Modi of the Quicksand wants to introduce you to a certain someone at the Ul'dah Dispatch Yard. Well, Yan, how are you finding our fine Ul'dah then? Got your bearings about you yet? If so, mayhap it's time you ventured beyond the city walls. The bustling streets of Ul'dah are one thing, but the wilds of Thanalan, that's another altogether. I know a bloke you might fancy speaking to, and he you. Name of Papa Sean. You'll find him over at the Ul'dah Dispatch Yard. No doubt he'll have some work for you. The dispatch yard's over in central Thanalan. Just head out the door, across the hall, and you'll see the Gate of Nod standing right back at you. Pass through it and head east. You'll come upon it for long. There's dangers beyond the wall, though, more than I'd care to count. Nothing too terrible, mind you, but feisty enough to attack if you draw near. Don't say nobody cared enough to warn you. And so we go. Oh. See, I'm already a sprout. I'm lost. Yeah, running with all the sprouts. Doing all the sprout things. It's going to be interesting to see how many sprouts I actually come across. And they're probably going to look at me like, well, does this guy have a mount already? Why is he level 80? Well, you certainly look the part of an adventurer, my friend. Might you be the good soul Momodi advised me to expect, I am Papa Sean, station master of this humble dispatch yard. An empty title, I assure you. I truly am no more than a tired old Lalafell passing his final years in quiet and solitude. 12 know there have been plenty of both these last 5 years since the calamity struck. The devastation was vast. Yet now true Uldans work together, doing all in our power to rebuild what was laid to ruin. By the sweat of our brows and the love of our home, we have rebuilt Ul'dah to the grandeur and majesty that you see today. The railways which run through this dispatch too were born of the noble efforts of a great many souls. But there is still much work to be done. The wounds left by the calamity run deep. Isolated areas beyond our lines of supply remain, and there are places yet wanting for relief and restoration. Ul'dah needs the aid of you and your brethren, friend. In fact, never has our need been more dire. Which brings me to the point, I suppose. I do believe I may have some work suited to one of your ability. It is a simple task for a fledgling adventurer with level 50 gear. Since you've come all this way, perhaps you could perform an errand for me. It just so happens a number of sentries have been sent to guard the area. A dispatch to the dispatch yard, as it were. They have long been away from the shade and feather beds of the city. The hot days and cold nights can play hells on the mind and body out there. It isn't much, but go and give them these twilight pretzels, would you? I find comfort food always helps when I feel like killing myself. Alright then. Let's go feed the guards, shall we? Ah, 12 saved me. Scorching days, freezing nights. This post will be the end of me. I have a Twilight Pretzel friend. A Twilight Pretzel? Don't mind if I do. Ah, now that's a refreshing goddamn pretzel. I feel reborn. Try not to fly for at least a little while, even though I obviously can. But, yeah. Halt! Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to put the pretzel on the ground and place your hands above your head. Okay. Okay. State your name and business. A Twilight pretzel for Papa Jean. By the gods, forgive me. You could say this new post has my nerves in a twist. I'm terribly sorry for that. Yeah, yes. Well, you may rest assured that the dispatch yard is safe so long as I stand watch. Please give Papa Sean my thanks, and tell him that I only wish I could repay the favor. And the third one? Western front, clear! Eastern front, clear! For me? From Papa Sean? A Twilight pretzel, my favorite. How did he know? Can't fight on an empty stomach now, can I? Actually, I can't fight on any stomach. Suppose you could say I have no stomach for fighting. Papa Sean, you've returned, and with a deal fewer pretzels, I see. Tell me, how fair are Sultan Sworn It's... I can't speak already. How fair are Sultan Sworn sentries? Did they have anything to report? Anything at all? What? Nothing? Are you sure? Oh dear. Take this for your troubles then, and stay a moment. There is more I would ask of you. I guess I have just this moment. No. The time for concealment is past. The truth is, even before I had you deliver those pretzels, I was privy to some most unsettling news. Which is the real reason I sent you to meet the Sultan Sworn. A young noblewoman from a very prestigious family has run away from home, and I have been ordered to see her to a safe return. The Sultan Sworn you met earlier are assisting with the search. Alas, it seems they have found no trace of her. I apologize for not being frank with you from the start, but we must proceed with caution. Should word of her disappearance spread, I fear others with less honorable motives may join the hunt. I'm brand new, dude. I don't know who anybody is. And should we allow her to come to any harm, not even 100 beheadings would be punishment enough. Okay. That cannot happen, Linkus. It must not. I need you to help me find her. Odd. Okay. Praise the 12, I knew I could count on you. I've instructed the others to expand the search, but Thanalan is vast and there's only so many of us. A young noblewoman's name is Lady Lilira. I think. Lila. Lilira. I want you to go south and look for her in the vicinity of a sultan tree. Good luck! Hey, let's go find this important person. And maybe get a reward out of it, because, you know, famous people have money, and I'm just a scrub adventurer, doesn't have a guild to his name, yet. I found him. Oh, Sultan Tree. You are about to enter an instance battle. Instance battles only occur during certain quests and missions. Take a moment to read the information displayed in the active help window before answering the call of duty. I'm half tempted to, but nah. I think this is voice, so water time.
Oh, Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line, forgive my weakness. My failings have cost us dear. Show yourself.
I'm right here. Oh.
As you command, O Lilira.
Am I not here?
Forgive my selfish desire to assure your welfare.
I don't recall requesting an escort. Simply pretend we never met and continue on your way.
We both know I can do no such thing. It isn't safe for you here alone. It isn't safe for anyone. Not with this etheric disturbance. It's as though the dead are watching us. And I'd prefer not to join them, if it's all the same to you. Ah, you must be the one that Papa Shan mentioned. Congratulations on finding our elusive young charge.
Can I get a go for it?
You'll have to forgive her impetuousness. What she lacks in discipline, she makes up for in stubbornness. You should return with us. The station master will be eager to thank Lady Lilira's protector in person. Alas, the station master will have to wait.
Yeah, looks that way.
Dear Lilira, for my sake, please stay out of harm's way. As for you, dear friend, for Lilira's sake, please stay in harm's way.
Sounds good, boss. God, I forgot Flash. Wait, how'd I miss? Oh, sync to 8. Lovely. It brought friends. Leave the big one to me. You handle the rest. Yeah. Killed him in like 2 swings. Stay close if you want me to heal you. That would require me to have aggro, buddy. Just smooth. More of them? Really now, there are limits to our hospitality. Just a little more. I don't whiff. Got him.
Whew.
What? That's a crystal.
hear, feel, think. Crystal Bearer. I am Hydaelyn, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart. Go now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
Ah, coming around now.
Would you mind telling me what that was?
If I only knew. A denizen of the void at any rate.
The void sent? Here? But how?
The question isn't how, but who. We're not dealing with bookless bandits. Don't suppose the answer came to you in a dream?
I did have a dream, but it was kind of trippy.
No sooner did you fell the beast than you fell asleep. Too much ether, no doubt. Interesting. I hadn't considered the crystal. But of course, this changes everything. Oh, just thinking aloud? At any rate, we haven't a moment to spare. I must return and report this at once. I leave Lady Lilira in your capable hands.
How dare you pass me about like a swaddled babe?
Maybe it's because you sound like one.
I shall return and tell them myself.
As you wish, your impetuousness. I suspect we shall meet again before long. Until then, do try and stay awake.
Alright, so first off, Casa Green, thank you for the follow. Very much appreciate it. Secondly, for anybody who's out there watching, lurking, I do have this as a stream. Obviously, it's New Game Plus, where floor is basically open for discussion. You can post all the spoilers that you want, all that, because this is mostly for those of us who have beaten the game, know everything, and just more or less want a refresher on basically everything. So, you spoil away to your heart's content, go ahead and do so. And I don't know if I do have the tag where it's like backseating allowed, spoilers are allowed, etc. Because done all the content, just literally waiting the next 4 months for Endwalker. So, yeah. Figure a change of events from everybody else who's been picking up this game and doesn't want anything spoiled. Come here and spoil away. Floor's open. Theory craft to your heart's content about stuff that happens now that may affect something at what we do in like a meanwhile scene from level 78. I don't know. Thank the gods you've returned. You've had us all so worried. You do realize what would happen if a person of your noble stature were to be injured, or worse. Why, Her Grace the Sultana would be beside herself with grief, and so would her subjects. I dare say they'd be weeping in the streets. But I've already given you cause to weep, Papa Shan. You and the people of Uda. Please, you're not to say such things. We will find it, I swear to you. It is not my place to make demands, my lady, but I beg you, please stay out of harm's way. I apologize for causing you undue worry, Papa Shan. I shall refrain from traveling unescorted in the future. I cannot thank you enough, Linkus. I understand you fought bravely to protect Lady Lidera from voice-sent fiends. For your gallant service, you deserve all the riches in the royal vaults. Alas, a small token of my gratitude is the best I can offer. So, who's that white-haired dude? A sarcastic man with a strange contraption strapped to his shoulder? I see you met Thancred. He's a scholar who spends his days investigating oddities in the ether, rather too fond of the sound of his own voice for my liking, but perfectly harmless. As for you, Linkus, you're just the sort of adventurer we need around here. I pray you show the same kindness to the people of Thanalan as you did to us today. Have you considered putting a lock on her door? Just saying. So, running a gift to the coffer and coffin, huh? You're an adventurer, yes? If you're not otherwise occupied, I have a favor to ask. I've resolved to repay a debt of gratitude, which I owe to the owner of the coffer and coffin. For this purpose, I've purchased from the royal plantations a prodigiously plump pumpkin, a particularly popular piece of produce. I hate you and your tongue twister. Alas, I cannot part this place to produce and proffer the pumpkin. You see, the scheduled shipment from the Nanawa wines for which I wait is late. I would prevail upon you to pick up the pumpkin in my stead and see it safely to the coffer and coffin. Present this receipt of purchase to Gagari at the Royal Plantations, and she will yield it to you. I apologize for asking you to attend this time-consuming task, but I truly appreciate your assistance. The pumpkin's probably about twice as heavy and twice as tall as you, so yeah, sure. If Sisida doesn't come calling soon, this spectacular specimen shall sadly be past its prime. Here's a receipt. Oh, so you're to deliver the decadent delight. I can say with confidence that any gourmand would be grateful for such a grand gift. Here's the pumpkin. I hope it meets with Roger's approval. Fresh produce is somewhat scarce in these parts, and as such, we are always deluged with demand. You know the way to the coffer and coffin, correct? It is beyond the bridge to the northwest. Look for a place where the local laborers lounge. That must be a side quest. Thought I had to fight something. Still debating if I want to do the flying or not, but eh. Why not? I have it. Yeah, attacks again. Nice old chill music. Drink for you, laddie. You won't get better ale or spirits for your coin in any place. How about a pumpkin? What's that? We Sosotos asked you to bring this here to me. Ha! So even that foul-mouthed drunk knows the meaning of remorse. Reckon this is for the time I carried a drunk sardine ass back home. But hell's an honest to God's pumpkin from the Royal Plantations. I can't wait to see what the cooks will do with her. The lads here scoff down beastly amounts of meat, and it's starting to tell on their health. It'll be good to get more vegetables in their bellies, assuming I can get the stubborn bastards to try something new. Thanks for your help, laddie. Yeah, sure, no problem, buddy. Where it is, Black Brush Station's sorely undermanned. The stone torches there can't get a moment's peace. Bloke by the name of Warren is hoping to bolster their numbers for a short-term assignment or two. If you fancy putting a few extra gil in your pocket, you could do it worse. Alright, let's go to Black Brush Station. A fate happens up there. Go get him, Sprouts. Believe in you. Looking for work, perchance? If so, you couldn't have come at a better time. We stone torches are sellswords hired by Amanja and Sons Mineral Concern to protect its interests. Our primary duty here is to keep the tracks clear of pests, and it is for this purpose that we require your aid. I should point out, however, that it can be messy work, and liable to get messier still if you're ill-prepared. A single piece of gear can mean the difference between life and death. I will not have it on my conscience that I set an ill-equipped adventurer to an untimely demise. See to it that your arms and armor are in order. When you are ready, present yourself to me again. Item level 5 or above, huh? Well, there's a 5 in my item level. Is that good enough? So you ready for inspection? Yeah, sure. Oh, good. Everything appears to be in order. Yet know that naught is guaranteed in this world. Fate is a fickle mistress, after all. At any rate, capable adventurers like you are few and far between, and I would not have you throw your life away. I have had to bury too many comrades who brushed aside cracks in their hauberks and dents in their helms. No matter what you face, do not disregard the importance of your gear. Yeah, because we got a system that tells us, hey, your gear's loose, you should go repair it. Let's get to it then, shall we? Ore wagons pass through the station every day, but not without incident. Wagons coming and going from the dispatch yard to the south must pass through a tunnel by Fesca's watch, a tunnel in which some genius saw fit to put an ore storehouse, creating ideal conditions for a coal bin nest. So now the ore-loving beasts have taken up residence in a tunnel we dug, and we're practically delivering meals to their doorstep. But no more. Inside the tunnel in question, you will find a narrow fissure where the goblins hide. Use this silver ore cluster to lure out the creatures, then slay them. Okay. As long as you're paying me. Oh no! We're actually here. Oh no, two of them. Yeah, did it. Well done! It shan't be easy work to keep the tunnel free of goblins, but our wagons should be able to go unmolested for a time. Disruptions to ore shipments threaten not only the interests of Amanja and Sons Mineral Concern, but of Ulda herself. One might liken these train tracks to veins that bear our nation's lifeblood. If only we had more men like you to lend a hand. Yeah. Although, I'm pretty sure you're not gonna want for hands. The altruistic, however you say that word, adventure. I was hoping we'd bump into each other. Why? Because the most fascinating piece of news recently reached my ears, and I'm eager to share it. May I? Rumor has it that there is a vast untapped vein of ore beneath the ruins of Sildith. But that is not all. Inconceivably, the concern appears to be entirely ignorant of its existence, and even as we speak, a young upstart, a self-made virgin from Stone's Throw of all places, is moving to claim it. This fellow's name is Whiston, and he is very, very ambitious young man. Ambitious. Not only does he intend to secure exclusive excavation rights, but they say his master plan is to use his new fortune to curry favor with the Sacrium. Of course, the thaumaturges only consider the options of the most wealthy when drafting the laws of Ulda. If you would have your voice heard, you must be prepared to pay a sultan's ransom. One voice which is invariably heard belongs to Lord Lolorito. He has long lavished gil upon the thaumaturges, and some claim that he devises new laws with the express intention of ruining his competitors while protecting his own interests. Suffice it to say, if Whiston thinks he can compete with the likes of the Syndicate, he's in for a rude awakening. But that eventuality may yet be a little way off. For the present, he is moving ahead with his plans and assembling a team to survey his site. I'm told he's at the Coffer and Coffin right now, recruiting able-bodied adventurers to escort his prospectors. Warren said you were looking for work. Maybe you should meet Whiston and volunteer for his expedition? Yeah, maybe why not? What can go wrong, right? Simple escort mission. Come to join. Sorry, but you're too late. Some brass blades looking for extra coin volunteered, and the team's already en route to the ruins. But look, I know it's not easy to find work these days. If you're interested, there's something else you can do for me. There are these children outside, little ones from stone's throw. I look after them when I have the time to spare, and so they've taken the following me around. Excuse me, even when I told them not to. But what with overseeing the search for the vein, I barely have a chance to visit the privy at the moment, much less entertain younglings. Can you give them these ginger cookies and convince them to go home for me? Okay. Winston's kind to us. I like him. Well, have a cookie. This is for me? I want to eat it, but then again I don't, because then it'd be gone. Tell Winston thanks, and tell him I'm sorry for getting in the way. Winston always plays with us. Why won't he come out and play? Because he gave you a cookie, that's why. Wow, a ginger cookie? I'd better save some for my brother. I know, I'll go home and eat it with him. I like playing with Winston. He makes sure no one bullies us. Well, here's a cookie. Winston's worried about us. Oh, I don't want to make him worried. I'm a good girl, so I'll go home. I ain't going nowhere, mister. I'm too hungry to move. Besides, you'll have to carry me. Well, how about you carry this cookie and get out of here, kid? A cookie? Well, if Winston really wants me to go home, then all right. But I want two next time. Frickin' kid. Thank you, adventurer. I only wish I could do more. Stone's Throw is no place for a child. And not that my childhood was much happier. Never enough food to go around, nor work to earn it, but no shortage of contempt from the great and the good. I remember thinking things could only get better. Yet now, after the calamity and everything else, for us refugees to be forced to live outside the gates like bloody beastmen is a disgrace. They say with enough money, you can change the laws here, so I'm going to make a fortune and do just that. It kind of works in real life, too. I'll buy the excavation site and start my own mining business. Then I'll give my fellow refugees the work they're crying out for and pay them fairly. The mining companies have profited from our suffering for too long, but in their hubris they've grown complacent, presenting us with a golden opportunity. And we will take it, adventurer. We will reclaim our dignity, and with it our place within those walls. Oh, we found her. We found the vein. Winston, you must come and see. Already? Amazing. We leave at once. You should join me, my friend. Come and bear witness to history in the making. Okay. Lead the way, boys. Better yet, you're going on foot. I'll meet you there. I can fly. Oh. I don't know what happened. Those balls, son. A Vanivore in the middle of a ruined bloody city. God's damned idiot. What'd you think was gonna happen? They'd strike it rich and get cozy with the order while the masses of Old Dog looked on? No one crosses the syndicate. The syndicate? Ha! Finally sunk in, has it? Look at this. Not all your friends have deserted you, it seems. Lucky boy. Now you won't have to die alone. O mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone a soul, that it may wake to life. Who's that spouting gibberish? Show yourself. Oh boy. This ain't part of the plan. Bloody hells, did Lord Lorito mean to kill us too? Well, probably. strong, but are you strong enough to withstand this? Stunned it, probably. Impossible! Never has the golem been so sorely tested. I kind of obliterated it. That the golem could be vanquished. That man is no ordinary adventurer. Hmm? Wax golem is pretty much. I whacked it like, what, 3 times? Damn, seems like I missed all the fun. I see you didn't need my help this time. I would compose a ballad in your honor, but I fear no words would do you justice. The songstress of Oldar herself could not rival your beauty. Oh, stop it. I have oft heard it said that a blossom's beauty can move a man to love and long, but I never truly believed it until I met you 2 desert roses. OG Thancred. I hear they attacked another caravan. Aye, business is suffering for it. Bloody Amalja. What stirred 'em up, do you reckon? Another raid, and I'll wager that caravan was carrying crystals much like the last. If they truly mean to summon a primal, we must act quickly. Are you coming, love? You wouldn't keep a girl waiting, would you? Perish the thought. So tell me, where in this marvel of a city might you lovely ladies be staying? I kinda miss OG Thancred. At this rate, grain will soon be more precious than gold. A result of the uncommonly bad harvest, to be sure. And we have you to thank for them, do we not? Aye, this weakening of the etheric flow must surely be linked to Dalaman's descent. And, of course, to the primals. A fine mess, but we must not lose hope. Rip Thancred's magic, yeah. Louis Swall will know what to do. We need only trust in his judgment. Truly a marvel of Charlian ingenuity. It's as if I could reach out and touch the ether. Time to focus. No more gallivanting about like before. The Scions are counting on you. Have faith. Just have faith. You can do this. This disturbance is recent. The Sultan tree. Maybe Papashan will know something of it. Looks like I gave you quite a thrashing. Can you walk? It's me. I was too late. Our person of interest had already quit the scene. The General? Very well. I shall be there anon. My colleagues went to great lengths to provide me with the means to detect etheric disturbances, but every time I find one, you seem to be in the middle of it. I'm starting to wonder if it might not be simpler just to follow you around. Sadly, I have business elsewhere. Tread softly, my friend. The carefully laid trap you dismantled was clearly sanctioned by Lord Lolorito. I heard the Blades mention him as they fled. Believe me when I tell you that he is not a man to be trifled with. Dude, he's like 2 foot tall. What's he going to do? Bite my ankle? The Sultana's enemies grow bolder by the day, and I suspect they have the support of outside forces. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, those bastards would surely have slaughtered us all. I would speak with you further, but it isn't safe for us to linger here. Find me at the Coffer and Coffin later. Until then, stay safe. Yeah, you too. I shall accompany Winston and his men. They need protection, and I need more information. But where are my manners? I have yet to properly introduce myself. I am Thancred, a humble scholar surveying the flow of ether in Thanalan. It is an honor and a privilege to make your acquaintance. I hope when next we meet, it is under more auspicious circumstances. Farewell. Wait a moment. It occurs to me that we may have... Never mind. Fare thee well. Well, you don't remember me from like the... How many hours did I put in a 1.0? Like 20 or 30? Anyways, what's up, buddy? 12 bless you, my friend. You risked your life to save ours. Betrayed by my own guards. Gods, I was a fool to trust those men. Lolorito owns the goddamn brass blades. I should have questioned their motives from the start. Yeah, you should have. Even so, I could hardly have predicted that the wealthiest man in New Law would want me dead for the heinous crime of seeking to change the law. I'm just a merchant, for God's sake. That ruthless bastard, and what of that monstrosity? Those were his own men. Beggar's belief. Well, that's it. I'm finished. If I stay in Ul'dah any longer, I'm as good as dead. My associates, my friends, God, even the children may not be safe if I don't disappear. And you, God damn it, if Lolorito learns of your involvement, you'll be next. I'll speak with the others and make sure your part in this stays secret. Beyond that, I don't know what to suggest. Maybe you should seek the counsel of Mistress Momodi. She's helped countless adventurers in her time. May help she'll know what to do. Go quickly now, my friend. Lolorito spies may be watching. Yeah, about Lolorito wanting me dead. You're close, but not quite there. Alright, Modi. Some shit happened. Wasn't good. Almost watched like 12 people die. I 3-shot a golem. I don't know what's going on. Settle down, Linkus. You've got nothing to worry about. No one seems to know you were at the ruins. Okay. Royston, on the other hand, is now a pariah. About as welcome round here as a rabid wolf, poor bugger. Suffice it to say, that boy risked the wrath of the wrong man. Lord Lodorito, chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company, generous contributor to the Order of Nanthal, and member of the Syndicate. Didn't get where he is by leaving loose ends, that one. Which is why he ain't above killing his own men. Hells, even if those blades knew it was coming, it's not like they could refuse to do their benefactor's bidding. But don't let this color your view of Woodall Linkus. It's true that there are some here who ain't afraid to crack a few skulls if it gets them what they want, but most of us are decent folk just trying to make ends meet. You know, a lot of people would call you a damn fool for risking your life to save a marked man. But I believe you did a good thing, Linkus, and for that you have my respect. Listen, you've been through a lot, lady. Why don't you rest a spell? A lot, lady. A lot lately. I know the boys at the Hourglass set you up with a room might treat. Just have a word with Otopa Papota whenever you feel like staying. Yeah, getting in room. And when you've got your appetite for adventuring back, consider taking on our guild leave or two. We've got a lot of requests from locals looking to hire adventurers for various jobs. Be a good way for you to earn yourself some extra gil. Estos can tell you more about how the system works, so go and speak with him if you're interested. Nah, we're good. Guild leaves haven't been a thing for about 5 years now. 6 years. They're even in the challenge log and still no one does them. Yay, recommendations. Alright. I've been going for a little bit. I'm going to stand up, stretch my legs, take a little bit of a break. Once I figure out how to do things, because I am a pro streamer. Roof over your head and odd jobs. Roof over my head, debatable because housing extreme or housing savage, however you look at it. And odd jobs are about getting you to like level 15, and then you can spam dungeons. Place that right there, and I will be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere. Alright, we back. Did I hear about the housing change? I actually did. Kind of a fan of it. Sounds like some of us homeless plebs might actually have an actual chance of getting a house, which is neat. See how it all goes after, 6.1? Whenever they're probably going to implement it. Certainly, yeah. Part of the reason why I don't have a house is because whenever, what was that, back in March or April, whenever they lifted the lockout pause, and then like 30 houses opened up like 30 days later, I tried to get one because I figured that's probably going to be one of the better chances to get it, and people have a lot more willpower than me. Either that or using other methods. Yeah. Let's continue on, shall we? I've heard stories about some people whose third day it is trying to get. I got one person in the FC that I'm in. They've been trying for about a week now, trying to get a house to no avail. Keep getting sniped one way or the other. Kind of feel bad for them, but who knows? They keep at it. Maybe eventually they'll snipe a house themselves. Me personally, I'm in no real big rush to get one. Well, look what the curl dragged in. Good to see you, Linkus. I asked what brings you, but I reckon we both know the answer to that already. Well, have I ever let you down before? Wait, don't answer that. So happens I know a fellow by the name of Dadden who needs a hand. He's a merchant by trade, selling precious stone to those in Ul'dah with the means to buy them. He's asked that if I send any looking for work his way, you can find him over at Horizon if you fancy. That's in western Thanaland, mind you. Just cross the bridge north of Scorpion Crossing and the road will take you there. Now in the circles he deals in, might be he'll have some talk of the royal family that'll interest you and will. He might not make use of a chocobo porter for the journey to Horizon, if you got the gil for it, that is. You'll find the chocobo stables just across the way from my quicksand. Find Mimigun, he'll set you straight. Well, off you go then. I haven't got all day to be holding your bloody hand. Woman, you can't even reach my hand. I just go to Horizon? Okay. Thought I needed to find a chocobo porter. Uh-oh. Is this guy's name? Oh, yeah. Herver Durr, I already forgot his name. Linkus, I presume? I'm a Modi said to expect you, and so I have. Welcome to Horizon. Ours is a trading settlement that sees goods in from the port of Vesper Bay to the west, and trade we do. Nary a day goes by that Horizon isn't bustling for some manner of merchants and officials. They keep us running around busy, they do. Enough so that I wish I had chocobo legs in place of my own. And that's why I've asked Momodi to send me any souls looking for work. 12 know there's plenty of it to be done around here. Speak to me again when you are ready to make yourself of some use. Go to the Copperville mines. It so happens I have a situation that must be resolved post-haste, and I do mean post-haste. I'm plumb out of premium product, and my latest order has yet to arrive. If I keep my customers waiting any longer, this could irrevocably damage my reputation. What's worse, I paid my man in advance for his services. Despite his assurances that it would be a simple affair, I've heard nothing since he departed for Copperbell Mines days ago. Find Drunken Stag and give him this notice. I cannot afford any further delay. Well, it's Copperbell Mines. They're probably still stuck trying to figure out how to kill the slime boss. What do you want? Dandon's product? Yeah, here's your final notice, buddy. You can send all the notices he likes, but it won't change a damn thing. The concern has closed the mines due to some incident in the depths. It's a goddamn shame, too. Lost a decent haul just over yonder doing all the chaos. Did you say chaos, buddy? We kill chaos around this part. A product you heard Dandon going on about is a valuable gemstone known as Rod Nauseous. Can't speak. Nauseous. I managed to dig up a goodly amount just before the mines were closed off, actually. Packed it up and hauled it out, even. But then them 12's damn goblins came along. Not like any goblins I've seen before, and hungry only for the good rocks. They had eyes for my gemstones, so I had no choice but to oblige. The stone torches had their hands full evacuating the mines, so they ignored the beasts. Even now they're only concerned with keeping people out. Please, friend, if you're willing to face the goblins, will you bring me my Nasha site? Nasha. I'll get your rocks, buddy. There, you can kill a bomb too. Forgot there was a Blue Mage quest here. How did you fare, friend? Did you find a raw Nasha site? Yeah, you got your bloody rocks. Beautiful, isn't it? Rarer than many stones and more expensive than most. They say the green is the same as the eyes of Nasha Nasha, who once ruled as the Sultana. It should save Dandon from his troubles if there's enough left. There's far less here than what I found. I reckon those goblins made a meal of the stuff. Bloody waste. Perfect. You'd like a chance to make some money, right? I know just how I can repay you for your kindness. Swarms of sun mages have been harassing travelers along the road connecting Horizon to here. It's gotten so bad that the brass blades have started paying folks to keep the roads clear. If you find it hard to believe that swarms of tiny midges can be so troublesome, then you've never seen a chocobo driven into a frenzy by one. There've already been some terrible accidents. Do your part and slay a few swarms. After that, let Fufu Lupa know. He'll reward you for your trouble, and maybe even offer you more work. I don't know about you, but I know a decent amount of tabletop RPGs, and usually melee classes kind of suck against swarms. Oh wait, it's this way. We do not pray return yet. the sprouts. Greetings and salutations, adventurer. To what do I owe this? Wait, you've slain how many swarms of sun midges? You have my sincerest thanks. The brass blades have been struggling to keep them in check, so your assistance is greatly appreciated. Will you be staying in Horizon long? If so, there is much more you can do to help here. Yeah? Such as? Pray, allow me to enlist your aid, brave adventurer. I would have you ascertain the whereabouts of a missive I sent to Lost Hope the other day. Captain Leofric is stationed there. Ever since he was transferred, we've exchanged letters, but never before has it taken this long to receive a reply. And so I fear that the courier may have met with some misfortune en route. She must have made it to Central Thanalan, where the brass blades that patrol the roads between here and Scorpion Crossing would have seen something. But if she made it as far as Blackbrush Station, she would have surely delivered the letter by now. Lost Hope is practically on its doorstep. I suggest you focus your search on the road to Blackbrush Station and Central Thanalan. With luck, you will find her quickly. Yep. And she's fine. Probably. She actually is fine. Huh? A letter? I've got Fufalupa's missive right here. I won't be delivering it anytime soon, though. Gotta tend to my burro's injured leg first. Even the most minor of cuts confessed or have ignored. Fufalupa sent you, right? If this is a pressing matter, why don't you take it the rest of the way? Lost Hope's just past Blackbrush Station to the northeast. Look for the tents by the river. Okay. Hope your bird gets better and doesn't get overran by the fate there. Just passing through, or will you be staying a while, friend? I got a letter for you. Fufalupa sent you all this way because of a late letter? Boy is still far too earnest. Despite my demotion, he continues to call me captain. I suspect he has no idea what it means to be transferred to Lost Hope either. Brass Blades don't give a Kikaran's arse about this settlement. No one in Rodazar does. All here have been forsaken, adventure. Refugees, their protectors. And you will be too if you've seen associated with us. Thank you for the letter. Now for your own good, leave. Hello there, I'm Malberga. I used to have a great post in the city markets, and one day my supervising officer decides he doesn't like the arrangement I had with the merchants. Long story short, they sent me here to protect this humble settlement, along with Leofric, and here we shall remain until we die or resign, whichever comes first. Hey, Leofric, what's your story, buddy? Thought I told you to get out of here. What, looking for a chance to do some good? Guess I can't force you to leave. Damn stubborn adventurers, the lot of you. Fine then, listen well. A band of outlaws has taken up residence in Quiveron Mines on the ridge to the south. Your leader has styled himself heir to the Elande Quiveron, the syndicate member who died in the calamity. The Baron and his cronies are not more than a pack of jackals. They prey on the people of Lost Hope, robbing them of what little they have. I myself cannot act without endangering the refugees, as they know my face and will retaliate against Lost Hope. You, however, are not known to the bandits or their allies. If you wish to help us, then deal with the Baron. Alright, well, let's go bully an encampment. Hey, look at that. Maybe we got a Ramathal. You know what? Here. Have a Vercure, buddy. Hey, yay for sprouts. Yay for sprouts. So it is done? Good. Hope that wretch died screaming. Ul'dah is more prosperous than ever, some say. That may be true for the Syndicate, but none of that wealth has trickled down to the small folk. It's all a mama's farce. One day I refused to play my part, and so I was made to leave the stage. Aye, my time has passed. The brass blades of the Rose must look for others to guidance. And as you may have noticed, I'm in no shape to leave Lost Hope right now, so in my stead, I'd like you to return to Horizon and give this dagger to Fufalupa. Although it's just an old ornamental dagger, it belongs with the brass blades of the Rose. I should have given it to the boy before I came here. Ah, Lucas, I've received word from Captain Leofric the other day. Thank you for delivering the letter to me. The other day? It took like 2 minutes. I know time in Eorzea goes fast compared to ours, but don't go that fast. Why do you have that dagger? Only a captain of the Brass Blades of the Rose is permitted to possess it. Captain Leofric says I am to have it? Must be some mistake. Couldn't possibly mean to tell me that... No, of course not. I am not worthy to wield it. Nevertheless, I shall respect the captain's wishes and take the dagger into safekeeping until he comes to reclaim it. Dude, he's not coming back. The Brass Blades of the Rose have need of your assistance once more, Linkus. Thaumaturges from the ossuary are presently surveying the footfalls for ancient relics. As the area is rife with wild beasts, the Horizon garrison has been charged with their security. But Captain Baldwin sent only a handful of brass blades. Despite his assurances to the contrary, such a small unit cannot possibly be sufficient to protect our patrons. I would have you offer your assistance to my comrades. Pray travel to the footfalls and speak with Todoruna. Okay. bleeding venturer come to help. I ain't heard nothing from Captain Baldwin about this. He said trusted men only. Any road, we got this under control. And besides, this operation ain't got nothing to do with Fufalupa. Boy's got a stick out his eyes the size of a saba tender. It's no wonder the captain told him to stay at Horizon. Hey, adventurer, mind running a message to Crescent Cove for us? Captain Baldwin's planning some festivities for the thaumaturge, you see, and he wants them treated with the finest food and drink. Nothing but the best for our distinguished guests, eh? Head west and south to the village, and tell Raph that he's to deliver a bounty, a fresh fish to Horizon for the feast. Should probably slash busy, just that way. You know. Just in case. Fresh fish for Captain Baldwin. Of course, of course. We'll do our best, sir. Unfortunately, we've had a poor catch in recent days on account of the rough seas. More boats should be returning soon, but I cannot promise that their catch will please. But don't worry, sir. The captain will have his fish. I swear it. You okay, buddy? You're an adventurer, are you not? I know this is sudden, but I have no one else to turn to. Last night, a gang of bandits from the Quiver Mines were in their cups, and I overheard them discussing their plans. It seems they've come to collect gemstones stolen from Copperbell Mines. Nashasite, I heard one say. They are to meet with their co-conspirators soon at the Footfalls. What did you say? Illicit exchanges and shadowy dealings, the breastplates cannot abide such malfeasance. Forgive my eavesdropping, Linkus. I came to Crescent Grove merely to thank you in person. I never imagined I'd uncover a criminal conspiracy right outside Horizon's gates. We must act quickly if we are to apprehend these thieves. I will notify Captain Baldwin at once. No, wait, you mustn't. Oh, God. You must stop him before it's too late. Captain Baldwin himself is working with the bandits. Yep. Who'd have thought? Raspberries are corrupt. News at 11. Captain Baldwin, sir! I've discovered something shocking, something horrible. Someone has been stealing gemstones from the Copperbell Mines and... Wait, there's gauntlets, there's boots. Why, you're one of Corveron's men. Sir, that man is a thief and a scoundrel. Man, what of it? His coin's good, and that's what counts. What? Captain Baldwin, are you working with these men? It cannot be. I told you to stay in Horizon, Fufalupa. It didn't have to be like this. They'd get their nauseous sight. I'd get my gill, and none would be the wiser. But, sir, what if your crimes are uncovered? What if Lord Lodorito finds out? God's damn fool, don't you see? I am acting under the authority of Lord Lolorito himself. No, that can't be true. Why do you think people join the Brass Blades, Fufalupa, to serve and protect? We're not the bloody flames here. We do this for the coin. You there, adventurer. Do you remember me? Well, I remember you. I am Sir Baron von Quiveron IV, Esquire. You killed my brother, and now I'm going to return the favor. Well, that settles it. It's clearly in everyone's best interest that both of you die. Okay. It's time to do your duty, Foofaloopa. Time to die for your country. Why, Captain, why? I trusted you. Wait, I bagger on both of them. You're stronger than I thought. Damn you both, you're ruining everything. Also ruining your health bar. What of it? Oh. Literally did not even notice these guys. That's enough, Baldwin. Your partner is dead and your plans are undone. You've no reason left to fight. Stay out of this, Leofric. I don't take orders from you. I may have spared your life before, but if you interfere, I will not show you mercy. And what mercy will he show you, I wonder? You who have done so much in another man's name. What are you blathering on about? Every fisherman in Crescent Cove knew about your meeting, you arrogant fool. Governor's men couldn't keep their mouths shut. Imagine Lord Lolorito's surprise when he learned that a rank-and-file brass blade was using his name to advance a personal agenda. He knows? 7 hells. But I'm a captain. He wouldn't. I was once a captain too, remember? We both know what happened to me. Well fought, boy. You done the brass blades of the Rose proud. Captain Leofric, Captain Baldwin, he said that Lord Lolorito. Lord Lolorito wouldn't waste his time on a small-scale smuggling operation. This is all Baldwin's doing. What else did he say? That our brethren are no better? That each and every one of us cares for naught but coin? More excuses to justify his schemes. We've no shortages of greedy sods. Some who'd probably sell their own mothers into slavery if the price is right. But there are men like you, Foofaloopa, men good and true, whom the small folk respect. Which is why I gave you the dagger. The brass blades of the Rose need a leader with honor, and you're the most honorable man I know. Captain! You're making me blush. Thank you for all your help. Captain and I will escort Captain Baldwin back to Horizon. Pray visit me in town when next you return. Why'd they give him such rosy cheeks? Welcome back, Linka. So much has happened. Captain Baldwin has been arrested and stripped of rank, which means the Brass Blades of the Rose no longer have a captain. Until a new one is designated, I've been ordered to serve as acting captain of the Horizon Garrison. Though doubtless this is only a temporary arrangement, I will do my utmost to represent my brethren and protect the people of Horizon. Thank you, Linkus, for your service to the Sultanate. You are a true hero. Yeah, sure, I guess. All I did was stop a smuggling aspiration. I salute you, honored friend. As acting captain, I would be much obliged if you grant me a personal request. In our efforts to ascertain the full extent of the former captain's corruption, we have been poring over his personal correspondence. Our search unearthed a sealed letter addressed to a man named Alwyn. But he is one of the Sultan's sworn elite. You can think of no reason why he should have any dealings with Baldwin. We now know that the former captain was consorting with a coalition of criminals. Could it be that Alwyn was too? This letter may well serve as evidence of their collusion, and so I dare not tamper with it myself. But given the events of recent days, I knew not whom to trust with this information until now. I have chosen you, Linkus. Pray bear the letter to Mistress Momodi of the Quicksand and relate the circumstances of its discovery. Not only is she a staunch supporter of the Sultana, but she is well acquainted with the Sultan's sworn. She will know how best to proceed. So let's go. I do kind of wish that New Game Plus gave you some experience in Gil, even at a severely neutered rate. Maybe not experience, but Gil, I could see. Just to incentivize people to actually do it. It's kind of neat so far. All the sprouts. Lakers, it's been too long. Daddy tells me you've been keeping busy on Horizon. I want you to know that I'm grateful for everything you've done for the people of Ul'dah. Even though you've seen the seedier side of the city, you've continued to help your fellow man. Believe me, the folk around here love you for it. What is it? You look like you got something to say. Well, I don't really speak, I nod, but yeah. Speaking comes later. So that's what this is all about. Fufaloopa's thinking Alwyn might have been in league with Baldwin, that this letter could be proof of something shady. Oh, you needn't worry. Alwyn's as loyal a Sultan Sword as I've ever known. I haven't the foggiest what this says, but... Wait a minute. Wasn't Alwyn the one who... Oh, hells. I've got a bad feeling about this. Listen, Linkus. I think I know what this is all about, but I need you to swear to keep it quiet. But if you'd rather wash your hands of this business, I won't hold it against you. But if you're determined to see it through to the bitter end, say the word and I'll explain. Okay, what's on your mind? Can I count on your discretion, Linkus? If so, then listen closely. The outside world believes Ul'dah to be a sultanate ruled by Sultana Nanamo Unamo. Truth is, though, it's the sixth wealthiest citizens that hold the most sway, the Syndicate. Be that as it may, Sultana's still got the support of the people. But she might struggle to keep even that if a certain incident becomes public knowledge. I see you two over there. Trying to creep away off camera. Pains me to say it, but Her Grace's crown, the symbol of the royal dynasty, has been stolen. And Alwyn's the Sultan Sworn who is charged with guarding it that night. Oh? I'd bet anything this letter was written by the bastards who made off with the crown. It can't be a coincidence that a man we know to have been fraternizing with thieves had a letter for Alwyn of all people at this of all times. You need to take this to the man himself, Linkus. Tell him Momodi sent you, and that it concerns a lost heirloom. Get. If it looks as though the fellow needs help, I want you to lend it to him. The future of our fair city may depend on it. So let's go. Excuse me. Or yeah, you're... Alchemist Guild. Okay. Oh, that's not a good... Okay. Alchemist Guild. The heart of the Sworn lies beyond. State your business. Pardon? Did you say a lost heirloom? Proceed. Damn. Well met, adventurer. What business brings you here this day? A letter? Very well, let's see it. Here you go. Have you read this, adventurer? Nope. Well, Modi did, though. So technically, yes. I see. But you have some inklings to its contents, I think. Mistress Wamodi has doubtless explained to you the significance of the crown and what its loss could mean for Her Grace the Sultana. Theft shames the Sultan Sworn, and me most of all. The blame is mine, you see. I grew lax in my duties, and in a moment of carelessness... Nah, it will do no good to recount the tale now. Since the hour of the theft, we've searched frantically for any signs, any whispers as to the whereabouts of the crown. We have found nothing. The identity of the thieves and their motives seems fated to remain a mystery, till you arrived, bringing this ransom note. In it, the criminals staked their price for the return of Her Grace's crown. And though it pains me to say it, I fear I have no choice but to acquiesce to their demands. Too much is at stake to do otherwise. The crown symbolizes Her Grace's birthright and identifies her as the custodian of the old legacy. It must be recovered. I will travel to the unholy heir and pay them their ransom. Though I am not foolish enough to meet these men alone as they stipulate, I dared not bring a host of my comrades, lest the thieves take fright. Friend, would you consent to be present for the exchange? Mistress Momodi has always spoken of you in the most glowing terms, and I have never yet had reason to question her judgment. On behalf of those still loyal to the Sultana, I beseech you, help us in our hour of need. Okay. This will go fine. Real quick, okay. I forget if this is voiced or not. I've come as agreed. Now show me the crown. Aye, you'll have your precious crown once we've been duly compensated. You think me a fool? What assurance have I that you will honor your part of the agreement? Now on. You're the least trustworthy man here. Not only was the crown stolen on your watch, but it looks to me as if you violated the terms of our exchange. Did we not say that you were to come alone? And given that you are not alone, what guarantee have we that there isn't a company of archers surrounding us even as we speak, ready to feather me and my men the moment they catch a glimpse of the crown? You made mock of our trust. Deal is off. Wait, here's your payment as promised. Ah, 'tis the real thing. Ha! 1,000 thanks to you, boy. You've succeeded where scores of our thieves have failed. And now, at long last, we have it. The power to create an army of undying soldiers. The traitor spurned. No, it can't be. What have I done? You fucked up, kid. Surely you must have wondered what it was that you were handing over. What it was that seemed as valuable to us as the crown seemed to you. Or did you assume we were feeling charitable? But you must feel terrible knowing that you brought us the doom of Sildoth. Worry not, boy. We'll get you a quick death and spare you further ignominy. There's too many, Linkus. Run. Run while you still can. I will do my duty. It's your duty to serve the Sultana, lad, and you'll be doing it for a good while yet. Sultan Sworn! Put these thieves to the sword and secure the crown! Sultan Sworn? Ha! No matter. Kill them all! Alright, so who's aggroed on me? Oh, no it is. Fight for your Sultana, boy! Fight for Ul'dah! As you command, Master Papashan, with me, Linkus! Yeah, I'm doing it. Stand your ground, Sultan Sworn! Meddlesome fools! You know not whom you face! Hearken to me, denizens of the Abyss! Slay these interlopers and feast on their souls! Is that a void set? There'll be a dead one here soon. You ought to be slain, thief. I will not ask again. He says with 1 HP. Master Papashan, but why? How? The general saw you sneak into the vault, Alwyn. He's suspecting something was afoot and ordered us to keep an eye on you. A flame general? He ordered you to look after me? Master Papashan, more of them to the north! After them, Sultan Sworn. They have the crown. This lot solely only to delay us. Let us speak again back in the city. Go get him, buddy. The source of this strength becomes clear. You may have bested the golem, but you will not fare so well this day. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite mine enemies. Your very being imperils the plan. You cannot be suffered to live. Okay. Soon you shall take your vile gifts to the grave. Could have sent someone with like more than 5 HP. Whence springs this preternatural might? Right, as the venom eats away through your veins. Oh, I think you certainly have a knack for getting into trouble. An unwelcome guest. No matter, all shall fall before me. Dude, you do 16 damage. Like, stop. Just stop. No mortal should possess such strength. Give it up, Linkus. We almost have him. The wisdom of the paragons should be brought low by mere mortals. Paragons? This is indeed a disturbing revelation. We have long suspected the involvements of the Bringers of Chaos, Ascians to give them their true name. But we could not be sure they were responsible for the recent disturbances until now, as if the Sultanate needed any more enemies. Now we Charlians crossed paths with Ascians before. Well, we've certainly... Wait, I don't recall telling you about my homeland. Ah, yes, that's right. You're one of the gifted. You know, this marks the 3rd time I've found you in the midst of trouble. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're a lodestone for it. Anyway, I'm glad I started following you around. Who knows what grand conspiracy you'll stumble upon next? I jest. Had I truly been watching your every move, I wouldn't have taken so long to intervene in your latest altercation. But all's well that ends well, eh? Our masked friend is no more, and while I very much doubt we've seen the last of his kind, his demise will likely grant us at least some respite. And on that note, I must away. Until next time, Linkus. I forget. Nameless Ascians like that, when you kill them, they're just gone, aren't they? or are they still technically immortal? I know, like the bigger named Asians are technically immortal slash get reborn when they're killed. Nameless plebs like that, they just die, don't they? You know, they die when they're killed. Everyone is waiting for you, adventurer. Not so secret, Essenes? Yeah. Does it surprise you to see me dressed so, Linkus? I was once a Sultan Sworn, you know, though it's been 15 years since I put down my sword and took up the role of station master. It is a capacity in which I am no less proud to serve, lest you doubt. Whenever Her Grace ventures outside the gates, I have the honor of protecting her person. Never before had I seen her so despondent as when news of the crown's theft reached her ears. But thanks to your valiant efforts, she has returned to her former vibrant self. You had the gratitude of every Sultan Sworn, Linkus.
Exalted vessel of Northal, guardian of Thanalan, 17th ascendant to the throne of Uldar, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ulnamo presides.
Long live Nanamo!
Long live
Glory
Nanamo!
to the
Glory
Sultana!
to the Sultana!
Forever may she
Forever
reign!
may she reign!
They regaled me with tales of a champion amongst champions, one whose tireless service to the crown merited the highest honor we might bestow. Never did it occur to me that it might be you. Bring it forth! Betokening our gratitude and esteem, I, Nanamo Ulnamo, Sultana of Uldar, confer upon you this gift. Rauban,
Your Grace,
see to it that our champion is my personal guest at the banquet.
as you command, Your Grace. If what they say is true, Uldar owes you a great debt. I am Rauban al-Din. With the consent of Her Grace, I oversee the affairs of the Sultanate. Brave souls are few and far between in these times. I count my blessings when I find one. Her Grace invites you to join her at the coming banquet. I trust I will see you there. An honor,
Huzzah!
indeed.
Come, hero!
Until then, for the sake of Her Grace and the glory of the Sultanate, may you walk in the light of the crystal.
Glory be, huh? It does some foreshadowing from 7 years ago, whenever ARR came out. By the 12 Linkus, for an adventurer to receive a personal invitation from her grace is unprecedented. Seats at these banquets are offered only to the most distinguished individuals. You will be dining with some of the most influential people in Ul'dah. There are, of course, certain protocols that must be observed, but I am no authority on them. Fear not, however. Mistress Momodi has long been responsible for familiarizing foreign guests with our customs. Pray return to the quicksand and speak with her. She will tell you all you need know. 7 or 8 at this point. Yeah, that's what I figured. Trying to think in like WoW terms when it came up, because back then I was more into WoW than I was Final Fantasy, because I was, let's just say 1.0 did leave a bitter taste in my mouth for the most part, but I stuck with it long enough to apparently be a legacy player, so woohoo. Is it whatever ICC was out? Or Cataclysm, maybe? Welcome back, Linkus, and congratulations on your invite to the big soiree. To be honest, I never imagined I'd be explaining these procedures to you. It's usually only 4 dignitaries who get to hear me prattle on and on about royal traditions. Any road, I know you're a busy man, so I'll keep it short and sweet. In accordance with ancient custom, all guests to this banquet are required to wear a pair of ceremonial earrings, made specially for the occasion. They're meant to symbolize... Actually, forget about that. This is meant to be the short version. Being of a design unique to the occasion, the earrings serve as a security measure. The Sultan Sworn won't let you near the hall without them. Your set should be ready and waiting for you at the Goldsmiths Guild. Mistress Serendipity is expecting you, so you'll want to head down there now. Once you've got them, bring them back here and we'll continue. Keep wanting to go that way. Greetings, is there something I can help you with? Ah, Linkus, your earrings are right here. I crafted them myself. I'll have you know, I think you'll be very pleased. In case Mistress Momodi didn't warn you, the box is locked, and I am not permitted to give you the key. It's a final safeguard, you see. Only designated individuals are authorized to distribute the earrings to guests. In this instance, the person in question is none other than Mistress Momodi, so you will need to ask her to open the box on your behalf. Pardon the inconvenience, but the Sultan Sworn takes her grace's safety very seriously. I guess fair enough. Hey, monk buddy. Marty McMullet, huh? Picked up your earrings yet, Linkus? Well, I got a box. Let me just... Well now, looks like the guildmaster outdid herself with this pair. You'd best take good care of these earrings. If they fell into the wrong hands, God only knows what might happen. Now then, I hope you're feeling sociable, Linkus, because you're about to hobnob with Ul'dah's elite. Let me know when you're ready to head to the banquet. 1.0 was about the same time as CATA. 2.0 to ARR was during the first couple of weeks right before Siege of Ardalon. Really? It was that late? Huh. Oh yeah. Didn't Stormcloak come out around the same time Antorus did? For Legion? Everybody's like, yeah, same. Because, you know, back then, as dumb as we were, we thought WoW was the superior MMO, and like 5 years later, here we are. The reverse is true. And, at least in my opinion, anyway. This is it, Linkus, your big debut in Uldan High Society. The banquet is being held in the fragrant chamber. Head over to the Royal Promenade and Bartholomew will show you it. Oh, but be sure to put on your earrings first or I'll send you packing. Right, well, I reckon that's everything. Try not to let all the pomp and ceremony get to you. Just be yourself and you'll be fine. I'll probably have to get those earrings out, don't I? Hope I remember where they're at. Let's go, yeah. Oh, shit. Shit. No dresser for me? Yeah. Apparently no dresser for me. Here are they in the dresser. There they are. Not 100% sure if it's going to make me do that, but since this is a new game plus. Heaven's Word. That was a damn good expansion, and I remember the Aether Currents, the OG placements of the Aether Currents were in some questionable positions. Well, if I remember correctly, this is quite a scene, so before we go in, I'll take another break for a couple of minutes, get up, stretch the legs, grab some water, all that good stuff. I advise you folks to do the same. And be right back. Don't go anywhere. Hello, hello, we back. My break was good for you guys. I can only imagine. When I first played for the 8th occurrence, I didn't use the compass. I salute you for that. I popped that compass every time it came off a cooldown and still had a rough time finding some of those places. It's not familiar with GPS compass. Yeah, I had a good break. Got me some water. Had a stretch, all that good stuff. And then to flip up my mic for this voiced cutscene. And I'm forgetting to read this. What is it receiving, my lord? Please head inside. I'm like 95% certain this is voiced, so mic's up.
All hail the Sultana! Your Grace.
Raoban? By right of the Royal House of Ul, I, Nanamo, 17th of my line, have summoned you here. We are graced this day by the presence of a hero to Ul'dah and dear friend to the crown. Honored guests, I give you our champion! And with that, I bid you enjoy the feast.
Not to spoil your appetite, but Ul'dah is hardly so bountiful as this meal would have you believe. While we gorge ourselves, children starve in the streets. Nor can her grace do aught to help them. She is thwarted at every turn by those on the Syndicate who derive their wealth from the workers' poverty. Beneath her mask of stately serenity, she is aghast at the plight of her subjects. But there will be no hope for the masses until the crown is restored to power. I am truly grateful for all you have done for Ul'dah, but there is so much more to do. That light, what is it? So bright, almost like by the 12. Tell me true, have you been troubled by strange dreams of late? Visions of the crystal? Mayhap you put them down to an excess of ether? Yes, you are like they were. Allow me to explain. Before you came to Eorzea, there were others like you who fought the Primals. Though they were not of this land, when the Garlean Empire threatened the realm, they helped bring together the 3 grand companies. And they stood with us at Cartano, that fateful day 5 years ago. The day we lost them. None who survived have forgotten the heroes' sacrifice. Nor would any man deny they fought alongside us. But the names of these heroes come not to our lips. The once familiar pages of their story are now blank to us. And in our mind's eye, their faces are naught but silhouettes amid a blinding glare. It is for this reason that we have come to call them the Warriors of Light. When I look at you, I cannot help but think of them, and of what you might achieve. You must protect that crystal at all costs. It is a gift from Hydaelyn, Mother of All, and one she gave to you for a reason. Yours is no ordinary tale. If I am right, the fate of the realm may yet hang upon your deeds. Only heroes and martyrs are fit to bear such a burden. Let us pray you are the former.
And now to relive 1.0.
Flames to the fore! Victory belongs to the bold. Show those Imperial whore sons what we're made of!
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas. Bid them hold that position, though it costs them their lives.
The yellow serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the white wolves to their aid. The adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We must not fail them.
Is aught amiss?
No, it is nothing.
Bloody hells!
The barrier won't go down so easily! Eyes forward!
We are being watched.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you! Ah!
Raging Bull, this is Mad Snake. Respond.
Ryder, this is Raging Bull. What news?
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. Gods preserve, what is that thing?
What's going on? Speak to me!
Gods damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Mad Snake! Mad Snake! Answer me! Damn it! Damn it all to the seventh hell!
What of the barracudas? Can they not be reached?
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
We must keep trying. call till they respond.
Yes, my lady.
Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw.
I will not forsake Louis Soir.
General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain. The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis Soir.
Belay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
Damn it! Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link cells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit!
The outcome of this battle was long since decided. Better to retreat now than risk a massacre. This dark, stifling presence. Who or what? We go to take our place beside Archon Louis Soir. To your positions.
Kasbamul, Soginin Moise Donzul. Logalo, Asawad Daken Bet Mubut. Imarat Way, Kiskat Toga Hats Wadadorns. Sis Nigem, Fistun Dione Lamrai Sadai Dorn.
How you feeling, Linkus? Man, I tell you, I had to relive 1.0, serious PTSD. Not a fun time. They said you fainted in the middle of one of the general's stories. I had to have you carried back to the hourglass. I reckon you made quite an impression on your fellow guests, though probably not the sort you intended. You sure you're getting enough rest, Linkus? The life of an adventurer can be pretty taxing. Any road, I'm glad to see you're back to normal. Excuse me. No offense, but looking after you was getting a bit tiresome. Oh, before I forget, the general left a message for you. Said that when you're feeling up to it, you should come and see him at the Hall of Flames. Probably wants to finish the story he was telling you when you fell asleep. Yeah. You know, there's a small part of me that's kind of glad that all those years ago when I started this game that I went the gladiator route and went with Ul'dah and don't have to deal with Limsa. I've been waiting for you, Lucas. I trust you are fully recovered. Good, because there is much work to be done. Work that I would have you do. Okay? Listen well, Lucas. This will take some time to explain. And now we merge. Yeah, this is very much that hub. I prepared these letters for my counterparts in the Eosian Alliance. "5 years ago, we looked on, powerless, as our brothers and sisters were taken from us at Cottonelle, first by the Garleans, and then by the thrice-damned primals called forth by their treachery. Not a day goes by that I do not think of my fallen comrades, and of the warriors of light, of whom no trace remained. The tragedies of the calamity were not so easily forgotten, nor should they be. In remembering all we've lost, we're reminded of what we still have. And so I mean to mark the 5th anniversary of the Battle of Cottonelle with a memorial service honoring the fallen. It is my hope that my counterparts in the Alliance will agree to do the same. And I would have you bear my words to them as my personal envoy. Why you? Because your deeds mark you out as the nearest thing I have to a warrior of light. I can think of none more worthy of the role. The question is, will you accept it?" Yeah? Then it is agreed. You will journey to Gerdania, and Limsa Lominsa is my official representative. Now, that's a great many moms to travel, but I've neither the time nor patience to wait around while you do it on foot. Airship ticket? I hereby grant you permission to use the airship routes connecting the 3 city-states. This pass serves as proof of your privilege. Gone are the days when airship travel was available to all. The ever-present threat of Imperial attack has forced us to impose drastic restrictions out of concern for public safety. These passes are only granted when the circumstance demands it, as in this case. Though there were others who insisted you be granted one regardless. I, Linkus, I am not alone in seeing it. Your potential is plain. But I have said enough. In the name of the Sultana, I bid you go forth. See for yourself the wonders of the realm for which the warriors of light risked all. Rise to your calling and fulfill your promise. And should your path be barred by man or beast, strike fast and true, for victory belongs to the bold. Now go, Linkus, and heed the crystal's guidance should you ever lose your way. Yeah, as you can see, I'm on Genova server, so Limsa has become popular as of late. At least it's not Cactar, where it'd probably be about a 500 Q to get into Limsa. Cactar forever congested. Yep. Well, at least the man seems to be enjoying the game, from what I've been watching, so. Ah, back from your meeting with Rawbon, are you? What did the big man have to say? Ah, Is that a fact? Personal envoy of the Flame General himself. So you'll be bearing the great man's words to the leaders of the Alliance, will you? And by airship? Bugger me, that's an honor and a half, that is. But I can't think of anyone who deserves it more. I'm proud of you, Linkus. I truly am. Now, I dare say Raubon told you this, but not many people get to go on airships these days. In fact, most folk go to their graves having never once seen Eorzea from above. Poor buggers shuffle off to meet Thal, having never known the blues of Limsa Lamance's shimmering seas, or the myriad greens of leafy Gridania. But not you, Linkus. You'll see those sights and more, and everywhere you go, you'll find fascinating folk with fascinating tales to tell. The people you meet, the places you'll go, savor these experiences, for they are priceless all. You can't go wrong. Saying that, it'd be remiss of me if I didn't remind you to be careful out there. Ul'dah ain't the only place beset by troubles, and you'll discover when you visit Limsa and Gridania. Truth be told, that might well be exactly what the General wants you to realize. I think he knows what kind of man you are, Linkus. And what kind's that, you asked? Why, the kind that can't resist sticking his nose in other people's business, of course. And don't you ever go changing. Safe travels, Linkus. I'll see you when you get back. Yeah, he seems to be having an actual fun time with it and gave it a fair knock on you. Yeah, same. I was in a crowd of fully expecting him to get to like level 20 and be done with the weebiness of this game. But no, he kept going on. And I started extremes yesterday, saying he's going to do more of them probably tomorrow and throughout the week. Be interesting to see how he does in Coils of Bahamut, because who's still around that still remembers those mechanics, and does it just go in at level 80 and just 3-shot everything? Yeah, Coils of Bahamut. Here's how you do Coils of Bahamut. You grab 8 blue mages. You go in there, you get done in 2 seconds. You watch the cutscenes and move on with your life. And then also wince every time you hear Alice's voice actors from back then. Alice and Connie sent as original voice actors. Not that I blame them, but more of like the voice director, if they even had one back then. Alright, so... oh yeah, that's PvP. That's Pathleon, so talk to you. Greetings, sir. This is the reservation counter for passengers traveling to Limsa Lominsa. If I'm not mistaken, you are the Flame General's envoy, Lake Estrak, yes? Highwind Skyways is at your service. Will you be flying with us today? I could port over there, but I guess I'll fly. Yeah, I don't know if you saw it, but I did highlight around them whenever they were walking out of the tavern. Attention all passengers, the airship bound for Limsa Lominsa is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gate. I don't know if I want to do New Game Plus, Coils of Bahamut, or if I want to do... So the plan is to do AR, Crystal Tower, maybe the Coils, and all of Heavensward. I don't think I'll do... When first we met beneath the Sultan Tree, I sensed there was something unusual about him. I wonder if they will feel the same. Godspeed, Lakis. Godspeed. If I'm right, they'll be singing your praises from here to the far reach before long. May you always walk in the light of the crystal. At least you get to ride airships at level 15. I remember back in Final Fantasy 11 you had to be like level 50. Something.
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Egrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till Lake lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great meat guard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest. Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet, it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balzar.
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech Research following scheduled inspection.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cartano. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus's plan.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Othard, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume?
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all. Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
Garland. Soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
Only briefly remember 11, didn't try it that much, although from a wiki perspective, I did like Blue Mate. Yeah, I played 11 until like 2005 on a PS2, and that was whenever I got introduced and basically addicted to World of Warcraft. So I didn't really get the max level in I can't even remember it. Rise of the was it Rise of the Zillart? Was its technically first expansion when it came out here? The level cap was 75. Hey, you must be the envoy from Moldau. Welcome to Linsville, sir. Admiral Blofskin awaits your arrival. Also, what Nira said about codename Hummingway, were you supposed to know that, or is it just like a thing that just gets mentioned once and just never again? You're the old one, envoy? Welcome to Limsa. The Admiral has been looking forward to your arrival. Please proceed to the Crow's Lift at your earliest convenience. It will take you to Bulwark Hall. Once there, pray speak with Xanathel. He will be pleased to show you in the Admiral's command room on the bridge. Yeah, that's what I think, too. Because I don't remember that ever popping up again or being relevant. Greetings, sir, and welcome to our fair city. If you will permit me to examine the seal on the missive you carry. Yes, everything seems to be in order. My apologies. We cannot afford to be complacent, you understand. Please step this way.
Enter.
Mic up.
So the silver-tongued merchants send an adventurer to speak for them. It appears the Uldans place great faith in you. This way. I bid you welcome. I am Melve Blufisvin, Admiral of Limso Lominsa, and Commander of the Maelstrom. Now, what news from Thanalan?
A memorial service to honor the fallen. Seven hells. Has it been 5 years? 5 years since the Garlean Empire sought to wrest Eorzea from our grasp. God, I can't speak. It was an answer to the imperial threat that the city-states formed the grand companies and forged the Eorzean alliance anew. But Garlemald was not content to wager all in a simple contest of martial might. They had other plans. The Meteor Project. Legatus Nael Vandanis, Hell's Taken, intended to cleanse our realm by snatching the lesser moon, Dalamald, from the heavens and casting it down upon our heads. Desperate to prevent this lunatic I can't speak. We marched our forces to the Cartano Flats, where we met the 7th Imperial Legion in battle. Never have I seen a fight take like the Battle of Cartano, and I have seen full many. But though we gave no quarter, spared not one ounce of effort, we could not prevent what followed. From inside the shell of Dalamod came a winged nightmare, a dragon the size of a bloody city. 'Twas the elder primal Bahamut, bent on making an 8th hell of Eorzea. In the space of a breath, the legions of the Empire was set aflame, while our own armies fared little better. 'Twas as if the whole world was burning. Words cannot well describe the scene. And yet, by some miracle, a few among us were spared. Even as I steeled myself for death, a blinding white light enveloped me, robbing me of my senses. When I regained them, the dragon was gone, and the still smoldering land was warped beyond all knowing. Were Archon Louis Sois still with us, he would doubtless shed some light on these unfathomable happenings. Alas, he is not, and I fear we will want for his wisdom in the days to come. For a while our nation struggled to recover from the devastation, the beastmen call forth their damned primals to torment us anew. Unless we put aside our differences and rebuild now, our foes will catch us unprepared. And I speak not only of the beastmen. Do not imagine that the Empire has forsaken its claim on Eorzea. The Imperials crowd our borders, waiting to strike. Damn it all. We need champions to replace those we've lost. But such thoughts are worse than worthless. Time is short, and none will save us save ourselves. It is the duty of every soul who survived the calamity to work together for the good of Eorzea, and this memorial service may be the very thing to unite us. Aye, Raubon has the right of it. I accept his proposal. Your duty is done here, adventurer. I will see to it that the Flame General receives my reply. You travel next to Gridania, yes? Pray give my regards to the Elder Seedseer. Oh, and tell her the wolf has been sniffing around the stables. A private jest, and one in poor taste, but I would have you tell it all the same. Fare you well, Linkus. May the Navigator guide you on your journey. Here goes I'll go to Gridania. I think I hate Gridania because that's where I started at 1.0, and you know, like a little mini maze to get out of Gridania and into the I forget where it was. Yeah, like South Shroud, I think it was. Yeah. Greetings, sir. This is a counter for passengers traveling to Gridania. A pleasure to serve you again, sir. Are you ready to board the airship to Gridania? Yeah, let's go. Every city feels like amazing when you first go there, to be fair. Yeah, but I don't know if you played 1.0, but you know how it was heavily criticized out in the outside world for literally having copy-pasted terrain? There was about 4 sections of that between the gate of Gridania and before the 12's Wood actually opened up. And I remember it. It was like a very narrow, like, you went down, left, down, and then it opened up in a square. And then you did that for like 3 more times before you finally got into an actual open area. It was a place that existed. Let's just say that. Yeah. One thing that threw me off, though, whenever I went from 1.0 to 2.0 was that how they separated the cities off from the rest of the world. Because it used to be you just actually walk out of Lumza to go outside instead of having to go through a loading screen. You throw it on, yeah. I didn't really play too much of 1.0, so my memory on it is a little fuzzy. I know I came back when I got bored of WoW for a little bit, but I think I only got to like level 20, level 30. So, I don't think I played long enough to get my name in the credits, unfortunately. That was for people that actually made it to endgame. Ah, you must be the envoy from Ul'dah. Welcome to Gridania, sir. The Elder Seedseer awaits your arrival. The Great Google Wall from 1.0 is getting... Trying to think. Don't remember, unfortunately. I'll have to look that up after I'm done for the day. Greetings, good sir. You're the Ul'dah envoy, are you not? I have received instructions to assist you. Pray make your way into the city proper and identify yourself to the conjurer Nofisca's Nofisia's altar. She will admit you to the lotus stand where the Elder Seedseer awaits. I don't know. Yeah, I have to look it up later. Because I'm afraid if you'll link something, you'll get like timed out or bonked or something by like auto mod settings. Yeah, even Gridania's bombing lately. What? You are the Ul'dah envoy. Begging your pardon, sir, but might I inspect a missive you bear? Verily, this is the seal of the Supreme Commander of the Immortal Flames. Please, come with me.
So you are the Ul'dan envoy. On behalf of our fair nation, I bid you welcome. Please. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Khan-e Senna, Elder Seedseer of Gridania, and leader of the Order of the Twin Adder, our nation's grand company. I understand you bear a message from the Flame General.
A remembrance service for the fallen of Cartano. Pray tell me, adventurer, what do you know of our conflict with the Empire? Well, Garlemald's destroyed. There's a giant-ass tower right in the middle of it. Some Ascian is telling our best friend to burn the world down while he picks up a scythe and clears at the boon. And I don't know what the hell else is going on. Maps on fire, world's on fire, towers are everywhere. It would seem my counterparts recounted the tale in some detail. That as well. A message from the Admiral. A wolf has been sniffing around her stables, you say? I see. Well, I shall be pleased to provide her with such counsel as I am able. But first, friend of my friend, I would tell you more of the Garlean threat. I'm pretty sure I know of the Garlean threat. For the greater part of its history, Garlemald was not even among the most influential nations in Ilsabard, the northern continent. However, its innovations in the field of Magitech some 50 years past helped to raise it from the depths of obscurity. Yeah, and then you got Reapers too, because they're just literally pissed off farmers. Emboldened by this technology, it set about subjugating its neighbors, swiftly absorbing each into its ever-expanding territory. And when all of Ilsabard lay within its grasp, it turned its ravenous gaze upon Eorzea. Yet Garlemald's transformation did not come about by virtue of Magitech alone. Its success owed much to the consummate leadership of its first and reigning emperor, Solus Zos Galvus, the man who built an empire in his own lifetime. Yet he has lived long. After more than 80 winters, it is said that he grows frail and ever more prone to illness. Or he's just kind of crazy in the head after being alive for millennia, but details. If rumors are to be believed, the matter of succession has destabilized the imperial court. This would explain the Empire's relative inactivity in recent years, which has granted us much needed time to rebuild. Yet we cannot allow ourselves to become complacent, for Garlemald still maintains a presence in Eorzea in the form of the 14th Imperial Legion. Commanding this great host is Legatus Gaius van Balsar, a man whose ambitions are well known to us. So long as he breathes Eorzean air, none of us may sleep easy. The calamity wreaked such devastation, which was not his intention, upon the realm that it has been all we could do to nurse our wounds, never mind rebuild our defenses. Simply put, we have not the strength to rebuild the Empire, to repel the Empire. To add to our woes, the beast tribes continue to summon their primals, whose very existence is a bane upon the land. Each nation is beset with its own primal problem. None has the resources to look beyond its own borders. The Admiral desires my counsel regarding a brazen wolf. She means to tell me that the Empire may soon resume its advance. though the primals pose an undeniable threat to our survival. The threat posed by the Garleans is greater still. Clearly, each nation can no longer afford to think only of that which occurs within its own borders. A storm gathers upon the horizon. If we are to weather it, we must needs stand united once more. A remembrance service may help to rekindle the spirit of unity which brought the people of Eorzea together when last the Empire threatened our liberty. The Flame General was wise to make his proposal, and I wholeheartedly approve of it. The necessary provisions shall be made for a service here in Gridania. Your work here is done, my friend. I shall send my reply to the Flame General forthwith. I thank you for coming. May the 12 see you safely home. Yay, airships unlocked. Airships, aka slower, less expensive Aetherites. I pray your meeting with the Elder Seedseer went well, my Lord Envoy. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but did you not also deliver a message to Admiral Moeblofuskin of Limsa? While you were there, did you happen to meet Baderon, the proprietor of the Drowning Winch? Gregarious gentleman, always happy to help his fellow man. Well, I am told that he has a task for a capable adventurer. I know not what the task entails, but I dare say the Flame General's personal envoy would make a fine candidate. If you are interested in learning more, pray speak with Balderon at his establishment. Alright. I'm gonna take... It's only taken 3 hours to get through around 24 quests and complete the operation. Yeah, did start at level 4, at the level 4 MSQ. And unlike most other streamers, I'm just blasting through the MSQ because I can port everywhere. I don't have to worry about side quests to get level blocked or anything like that. So I figured it was going to be quick, but I didn't figure it was going to be this quick. And what level was this again? Level 15? Yeah, making some good progress. I'm going to take one more break, however. Grab some more water, use the bathroom, stretch legs, all that good stuff. Advise everybody else to do the same. Be back in a few. Alright, we back. Hope everybody had a good break. Welcome back. Thank you. I did look up the Great Google Wall, and I feel like I know where that is, but I'm not 100% sure where it is. But yeah, that is kind of a neat... Oh, it's in front of Ul'dah. Really? Does it specify an entrance, or is it just kind of there? Main entrance. There's only 3 entrances, so 1 in 3 shot at getting it right. Priest guy can't drive on. Ah! Well, let's take a small little detour. Oh, priest. So I am actually kind of curious of this. Father up in the chapel. That's right, I forgot about that guy. This guy? Oh, okay, not that guy. He cares about Hildebrand. Oh, he stays there during the MSK. Okay. Okay, we'll get there then. Well, let's continue on with the MSQ for a little bit more before I call it for the night. What am I doing? Here's a part of me that wishes I would have been like high level and standing around AFK and Cartano for like 30 minutes waiting for Yep. Welcome to the Drowning Wench. Sit wherever you like, mate. I'll be with you in the... I'm Balderon, all right. Who's asking? Heard if I got a job for a capable adventurer, you say. Well, you're bloody right. Just so you're fairly warned, though, this ain't no job for a fan of art. Things are liable to get downright bleeding airy. But if you think you're still interested, just let me know and I'll fill you in on the details. I have a shitty pirate voice, sorry. Oh, that was part one. I figured part one would be like everything. So was this like all the way up to 2.0, then 2.1, 2, 3, 4? How's this work? Part 2. In the midst of touring the 3 city-states and witnessing the myriad problems besetting the realm, the adventurer has a chance encounter with a member of the enigmatic Scions of the Seventh Dawn. An invitation to their base of operations, the Waking Sands, promises to shed light upon the mystery of the Echo and more. Alright. It's probably pirates. Gotta go, but thank you for your stream. Thanks for hanging out, Cascade. Hope you have a good night, and I'll probably be streaming again tomorrow, probably around like 5 or 6 o'clock. If you got free time, come on back. Appreciate you hanging out, man. I thank you for taking the time to help me out. Now, I'm sure you're busy, so I'll come straight to the point. Word has it that some suspicious-looking buggers have been sneaking in and out of the Sashita Sea Grot, and I need a trustworthy sort to head up north of the airport and find out who they are and what they're up to. Don't sound like much, I know. But it weren't so long ago the Fishback's pet pirates paid us a welcome visit, and folk are feeling a bit nervous. If you would permit me, Master Balderon, I should be happy to elaborate. Well, if it ain't the Chief Yellow Jacket himself, to what do I owe this rare honor, Commodore Rainer? Come to make sure me patrons are behaving, or just thirsty? Neither, in fact. I was informed that you had requested an adventurer to assist in my investigation, and I came to offer what information I could sift from recent reports. Over the course of the past moon, there have been several sightings of an unfamiliar vessel off the coast of Aleport in the vicinity of the Isles of Umbra. This information came to my attention no more than a few weeks after a squad of my own soldiers had completed a routine patrol of the region, the Sashita Sea Grot included. Their search revealed little, save that a family of Kurls had taken up residence in the caves. Nothing to concern us, in short. In light of recent developments, however, it would seem wise to search Sashita again. With the Sahagin detesting our defenses daily, I am loath to assign the task to the limited forces at my disposal. Our line is stretched as it is. Thus I sought the services of a competent adventurer to conduct an investigation in our stead. Any aid you can offer in this matter will be greatly appreciated. You nod. Then it is settled. Sashita is located in western La Nacia. For more detailed instructions on how to reach the place, I suggest you consult Vimelpa. She can be found at the ferry docks on the lower decks. You heard the man. Good luck to you, lad. Alrighty, so you are Fisherman's Guild. You hear about the Commodore Reiner's investigation, then you'll want to board a ferry bound for Airport. Once you arrive in Western La Nocia, though, you'd best pay a visit to the Hall of the Novice before you blunder into Shashata. The Adventurers Guild runs the hall, and the folk there will prepare you, train you with the skills you'll need to face the dangers undoubtedly waiting for you in a sea grot. The hall is on the way to Shashata, that's north of the airport. Head inside find one of their seasoned adventurers will take you in hand. Best of luck to you, friend. We have to do frickin' dungeon tutorials, aren't I? Alright. Yes, you must be the brave adventurer of whom the Yellow Jackets sent word. I hear you are to brave the depths of the Shashata Sea Grot. The occupants of those graves are rumored to be as numerous as they are bloodthirsty. No matter what the epic tales would have you believe, strolling into such a den of savagery alone will be the height of foolishness. No, you shall need companions, and you shall need the training we here at the Hall of the Novice can provide. I strongly suggest you study the fundamentals of group combat before continuing on your mission. The smith here oversees the training schedules. Speak to him and you can register for exercises tailored to your particular field of expertise. How about I just go do the dungeon? When you have mastered all that our masters have to teach, then it will be time to head north once more. Report to the Yellow Jacket Scout at the mouth of the Shashata Sea Grot, and he will furnish you with the details of your duty. Very good. I don't think they're going to make me actually do it. Whew. I was, Please tell me you're here on Yellow Jacket duty and not some daft sod out for a stroll. I can't take any more of this blasted waiting. Oh, you are? Oh, thank the gods. I assume you already know about the ship seen slipping out around the Isles of Umbra. We've been on a lookout for pirate activity ever since the vessel was sighted, thinking a crew of cutthroats might have a den nearby. So when we received word that men of questionable quality had been seen passing in and out of Shashata here, we weren't entirely surprised. I have yet to see them for myself, but if this lot belongs to those fishback fancying serpent reavers, well, you can imagine the panic it'll cause. These kidnappings are still fresh in people's minds. Anyway, your task is to poke around in the caves and find out exactly who we're dealing with. While you do that, I'll be keeping watch out here, praying you don't spot any blue face tattoos. Use the duty finder. gonna see if anybody actually wants to come in, or am I just gonna like unsync and tear through it. If no one really wants to, then I'll just join through and just blast through it. I mean, this was kind of my original plan anyway, just to blitz through all of these on the way to everywhere, but no big deal. Besides, if I do it solo, it means I can really cut all the cutscenes and don't have to hold up 3 other people for no reason. So that's Tasha. That far? Okay. Captain likes his cabbage green. I ain't fucking around, Clint. Green button. Yeah, what the hell? Didn't even get boss music. I don't think you can dye this gear anyway, can you? No, you can't. No dogs? Okay. Ooh, that's a neat picture. And just round up everybody, what the hell. Things you can't do when you're Saint. Psh, you sully our spawning grounds, Starwalker. Fiendish fools! The Lord of the world shall sharp upon your shawls. And you're dead. Wait, seriously? Okay. Aye, such a task was on the books. Was, mind. I'm afraid that ship's already sailed, friend. Ah, might you be the adventurer accepted the job of investigating Shashata? Yep. Went in there, beat it. 5 minutes. It would seem that ship has not only sailed, but now returns to harbor. None the worse for its voyage. A pity. We dragged our boots too long on this one. No matter. The wheel will turn. The wheel will turn and our chance will come. You are right, of course. But there shall be no rest till we have attained our goal. Lofty though it may be. Not a wink of sleep, great leader. Our aim, lest you wonder, is to perform such feats of heroism that will earn us a place in the songs of every alehouse in Eorzea. We mean to write a legend which will inspire adventurers as yet unborn to follow our shining example. Do you have such a goal? Large or small, it matters not. Only have a star to reach for, and you will reach higher. Purpose can sustain you through times of hardship. Keep your eye on the prize, and all obstacles will be overcome in time. You would not think to stride in the battle unclad, would you? Well, goals are as arms and armor for the spirit. I wish you fortune on your endeavors, sir. Yeah, get out of here, nerds. Back then, are you? With all your limbs and a tail to tell, I'll wager. Yeah, a bunch of pirates, a bunch of fish people. Fishbacks? And there I was thinking you'd only have the crack of pirate skull or 3. Seven hells. You turn your back for 5 bloody minutes and the scaly bastards have set up shop on your bleeding doorstep. Still, sounds like you left them in pieces, so I don't suppose they'll be carrying out whatever mischief they were planning, unless they were planning on feeding themselves to the fauna of Satasha, of course. Any road, all's well that ends well. On behalf of Limsa, I thank you for shedding some light on this mystery. You've lived up to your reputation. I couldn't ask for more than that. Now, I'll bet you're dying for a rest. But in case you're not, I was wondering if you might be interested in taking on another job. Just so happens I've had a request from our sister guild in Gridania, see? Seems the forest folk are needing an adventurer that can get things done. For them to ask for help like this, you can bet the task won't be no skip through a sunny glade, but after the way you dealt with our fistback infestation, I doubt it's anything you can't handle. Give us a shot when you're ready, and I'll lay it out for you. Learn Party Finder. Alright. Hey, hear about that job then. Like I said, the request comes from our sister guild in Gridania. And that's all I know. For whatever it is you get asked to do, I somehow doubt it'll pose any trouble for an adventurer to survive the bedlam in Satasha. If you think you might be interested, have words with Mother Malone, my counterpart in Gridania. Good luck, mate. Hey, folks, I think that's a decent enough place to stop for the day. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you for all the follows, etc. Most of all, just thanks for hanging out here. Plan on doing this again tomorrow, like I said, sometime between 5:30, 6 o'clock Eastern. I'll pick this back up again. Until that time, stay safe out there in the crazy world. Do what you gotta do to get by. See you folks tomorrow. Have a good one.